Hello everyone, and we are in the round of 8 of this tournament. It's been a while since I've posted one of these videos, but I had audio problems, so I'm having to do the audio after the fact, and I kind of hate doing this, so I put it off. But we did see, I think, a ranked 6 in this division, so this is the first time I'm facing someone in this tournament who isn't ranked either number 1 or 2 in Diamond. It's a Diamond only tournament. Or maybe it's Platinum and Diamond, I don't know, but if that's the case, it's basically a Diamond only tournament, because the Platinums will have no chance.
Not enough minerals.
So we got TvP here on Chakuris, and at the time I had never done a TvP on Chakuris, and I always wondered, what will it be like against that sort of sentry force field thing that they can do outside their natural? Can my EMP be enough versus such an easy to force field area? So that's what we're going to find out here. Or that's what I'm wondering about, and whether we'll face or not is another story.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So this is from a while ago, so I'm probably going to cringe a little bit about some of the stuff I'm doing here, but that's probably a good thing. That if I'm cringing, that means that maybe I'm actually getting better at TvP currently.
Additional. Not enough minerals.
And building my first barracks. I like to build it up against the command center now, just so it makes it a little bit harder for probes to harass. There's like that kind of that safety pocket where your SCV is safe, or if it switches sides, the probe has to go all the way around. But the one thing you don't want to do is just kind of have your barracks sitting out too close to the edge of your base, because if you do end up against Void Ray play, you don't want to like invite the Void Rays to take out your production. If you lose a barracks against a Void Ray push, you basically lost the game. Because you need every unit you can muster to hold off those all-ins.
Move it. SCV ready. Bad news. Sure thing.
Not enough minerals.
So opting for my orbital before my second barracks. I'm kind of on the fence, but which I like better. I think it works out better if you go second barracks immediately, and then just build your orbital in 17. But that basically guarantees the probe will see it, where if you go orbital before your second racks, maybe you can push out as a probe before revealing your second racks. Or you can even purposely delay your second racks until you get the probe pushed out. So there's some scouting edges there.
Go ahead.
Tapping the Zelnaga tower in the way, it's probably not the best idea. It's probably better to get that Marine there as soon as possible. So you really want to get in there before the first Stalker comes. If you went Zealot first, you can just retreat. But if you went Stalker first, you can...
10-4. SCV ready.
You can usually get in there and get like a probe kill. Maybe even 2. As well as getting all the scouting information.
This better be good.
Add on.
So it's basically like a free scout. You're trading your 50 supply
SCV ready.
Marine for his 50 supply probe. Looks like I'm going into his base anyways.
Not enough minerals.
And still died to a Zealot. Yeah, I don't think, if you guess the wrong base first, you probably should just pull back. Or just quickly check for an expo and pull back, but...
Not enough minerals.
odds are if you actually commit to this scout, you're going to lose that SCV. Or lose that Marine. Which could be worth it. I mean,
Not enough minerals.
sometimes it's
Not
more
enough
beneficial to
minerals.
actually find that expo. But
Not
as long as you do
enough
that 6-minute
minerals.
push or 5-minute and 30-second push, basically whenever your first Marauder and first 4 Marines
Not
are out
enough minerals.
with an SCV, I find that works quite well these days versus the
SCV ready.
1-gate FE.
You want a piece of me, boy? Can't wait. Been waiting on you.
Looks like the Zelgali information you needed. I didn't even notice he had a probe hidden in my base. It's kind of cool. That used to be huge back in the beta. You used to pretend to leave the guy's base, and then you hide your SCV in the corner, so then you can come back later to do a later scout.
Not enough minerals.
Like a corner inside his own base. And then everyone started scouting that, so no one did it anymore. And now, since no one's doing it anymore, no one's bothering to scout for it anymore, so... Kind of weird how the metagame changes like that. So it looks like I skipped my 6-minute push, which I think I did throughout this tournament, which is pretty bad.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
But at least for me, it makes it a little bit easier to keep on top of my macro. I hate that.
Not enough.
It makes no
minerals.
sense to me. You got a reactor barracks
Not
and a
enough
tech
minerals.
lab barracks, right?
Not enough minerals.
And the reactor
Not
barracks
enough
is going to finish
minerals.
its queue first, so
Not
you tap
enough
marine
minerals.
twice, and it tries to build 1 marine from the reactor barracks and 1 marine from the tech lab barracks.
Research complete.
There's no logical reason
Not
for that
enough
to happen.
minerals.
If the next spot available is the reactor
Not
barracks,
enough.
then the second next spot available is
Not
also the
enough
reactor barracks
minerals.
because they build units at the exact same moment. Last thing you want to do is waste a tech lab barracks building a marine when you can spend a lot more money when you're building a marauder.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Gangway.
So I'm basically doing this 2 racks play, getting my big force, adding in the 1 ghost, which is my kind of variation to the 2 racks. That's my way of dealing with sentries instead of
Not enough
you
minerals.
know, going for like the 1-on-1
Not
sort
enough
of
minerals.
ideas, which are like tanks or banshees to deal with force fields.
Come again. SCV ready.
And then also my little flair of the 1 Reaper may not work at the highest levels, but my level, if you got an attack going at your front line, you're probably not going to notice a Reaper killing everything in the back.
Reaper has arrived.
So I forgot to mention, since this is the round of 8, this is going to be a best of 3 series, so
Not enough minerals.
this game will not knock me out or push me forward. I see
Give me
an
the sit rep.
observer there.
Oh,
Is it worth an EMP?
nothing to it.
Maybe I didn't notice at the time. I'm talking like I'm
Research
playing,
complete.
but I'm not playing. I'm just watching right now. Probably a good idea to kill those scout observers.
You sure about that?
In the same way, when I put my factory in his face, it's so easy for me to find like the perfect EMP because you have all the vision from the factory. It's probably works the same way for Protoss if they got an observer over your army. Like it makes it really easy for them to just lay down perfect force fields. They can see exactly when you move in and then just be ready for it. Instead of having to react last second and quickly spamming F.
Additional supply depots required.
Out with it.
Supply capped. There's my SCVs. 3 SCVs. What the? Is that all
Additional
I got?
supply
I got more
depots
SCVs there. I'm
required.
probably just blind.
On the way.
Ready for dust off.
Just sending the shift clicking the guy back just to try to time it right,
Done. Agreed.
just so I can fire and forget. And I want him to come in after I attack,
What's going on?
so I had to wait for. I wanted to wait for the factory first. So
Big job, huh?
yeah, that time will work out a little better.
Let's have a break.
Yeah, so that's why I was able to time that so perfectly. He must have an observer outside of his base somewhere there.
Gangway. Coming through.
And his observer also noticed I had a Reaper, so it looks like he had 1 unit waiting for me at the back of his base.
Baby. Solo operative, right?
And one thing I never thought of this match, but what I do now is I ferry some troops up onto the high ground to kind of negate the force fields. But he was even on top of that had I thought about it, because he's got some stalkers on the high ground above me.
Sit rep. Nothing to it.
Getting force field off again. I can get some units in.
Additional supply depots required.
Still trying to get that EMP down, unfortunately.
Coming through. Solo operative, right?
Picking up or dropping off.
Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required.
So of course, every second I'm not attacking him means he gets to warp in more waves of units with a giant, bigger economy.
I'm on it.
Additional supply depots required.
Bad news.
I bet I didn't notice it during the game either, but how many times have I gotten an additional supply depot acquired?
depots required.
Warning.
Not enough minerals.
Copy that. Of course. Got it. SCV ready.
Sorry, I was actually looking away there for a moment, but it looks like this battle's pretty even. I'm not focus firing the Immortals, which I really should be, because those things do a lot of damage to Marauders, and with new wave units, that's going to be into this. Time to pull back.
This better be good.
I heard that.
Who wants some? You gonna give me orders? Armed?
In the rear with the gear.
By the numbers, boys.
Bad news.
So I'm trying to transition, but I don't have the,
Go, go, go!
obviously he's well ahead,
TV ready.
Not enough minerals.
but I don't even have the infrastructure beyond the 2 racks. 2 racks can spend a lot, but I'm
Not enough minerals.
stockpiling like gas too. Should really use that starport for something. Maybe
Not
throw down
enough
another
minerals.
starport, get some banshees or something. Use those mules.
Not
I'm
enough.
lacking in minerals.
Not enough minerals.
Being behind here, I really should also get a bunker. Or 2. Because at this point I should recognize I'm behind and just kind of turtle up. And accept the fact that he's going to take his 3rd first and whatnot, but I gotta concentrate first on not dying. Still put me the Vikings, kind of intuition, you know, if he started without my Immortal, he's probably going to transition into Colossus. Or maybe I saw the Colossus before, I don't know. But perfect force fields, caught me off guard, the Zealots came with charge, got to come in and just obliterate everything I had.
Add-on complete.
Looks like it was the old RAM system here, must have been from the previous patch.
Ready to plunder.
And with that, I think we got GG. Yes, we do. So that is the end of Game 1. I'm down 0-1 in the series. Typical when I finally face someone who's not number 1 or 2 in the division and take a loss. But it's alright, we got one more game to come, and that will be up next.